Good morning, guys. Today's video, we're going to be taking the GTI up to Caffeine and Octane, aka our local Cars and Coffee. Not going to be parking in the main show this time around. Last time we went to Caffeine and Octane was the main VW showcase event, and we parked in the main showcase. But part of the reason I'm not today is one, because it's not VW month anymore, but two, we've been running into some issues with cosmetic stuff on this car. A lot of you guys saw a couple months back we installed these Mark 7.5 headlights, as well as did this grill light kit, and the issue lies with the grill lights. I talked about this in a recent community post, but we got some condensation forming right here, and a lot of the diodes on this side are for some reason dead. So I tried reaching out to the seller on AliExpress and was left on red. So and that was back when there was just a wiring debacle, not including the dead LEDs. So there's no shot I'm getting any sort of response out of that. And then a little incident happened at Thanksgiving. I parked at my fiance's parents' house and walked out to the image you're seeing now on your screen. Now, thankfully, I was able to, put some water on it and wipe it down with a towel, and the majority of it came out. But there's still some low-level scratches you can probably see with the right lighting, which thankfully this frost, because it's like 30 degrees out, is covering. So I'm going to do my weekly oil check while I'm waiting on Cason to get here. We dropped Cason's car back off at Eurofed the other night because the timing cover is leaking. He had his timing chains done there, and so they're just double checking everything, making sure that he's good on that front and resealing his timing cover, and he'll be good to go. But he's bringing his truck over. We're going to get this thing warmed up here in a minute once I check the oil. I try to do that weekly. I love you guys in the last video. I checked it in that video. I try to check it once a week, because even if this car doesn't burn or leak, it's always nice to know for peace of mind, because you never know when it will. So I was just wanting to double check everything and be good to go. We also installed an HPA high pressure fuel pump last night because the 0341 was leaking fumes in the cabin, and that is not good for your health. So yeah, it's much better now. The car drives better, and I'm going to be probably trying to do a data log at some point. Probably not today because of how cold it is, but try to do a data log at some point and get it sent over to EQT and see if they can throw some extra timing in it. So let me check the oil, and we'll get this thing started up with a pretty nasty cold start. All right, so this is going to be one of the coldest cold starts ever done with this car. I think the only time it was cold, I think it was 12 degrees this past winter. So let's just hope she starts. Get that heated seat cranked up. Rare occurrence, for those who don't know, Mark 7 GTIs have what's called secondary air injection, which sometimes will cause a popping or burbling sound on cold start. But when it gets, I think, below 40 degrees outside, when ambient temp is registered under 40 degrees, it doesn't use it, and it starts up more like a traditional car without it. So probably the most normal cold start you'll ever get out of this car without the SAI pump. So yeah, that's that. Check the oil. Oil looks dirty, like just used, but wasn't low. So probably about time to do an oil change on the thing. And coolant was low, which a lot of people know with Mark 7s is kind of expected. Most Volkswagens in general run low on coolant at some point. So I topped that off as well. So we are full of coolant. We got good oil. Should be good to go for the day. And yeah, I'm probably gonna order some oil change stuff. Maybe this upcoming weekend I'll get to do an oil change with it, because it looks like it's about time to do so. It looked pretty worn. I lost track of how many miles I put on it since I did the last oil change, but it's what it is. But I'm gonna get this thing warming up. We're gonna wait on Cason to get here. Should be here any minute now, and we will start that way. You can kind of see. I don't know how well you guys can see it because of the flickering, those dead diodes and the grill lights. So Cason wants to do some pictures, so definitely going to make sure the lights are off for that. But anyway, I'm gonna get this thing warming up and wait on Cason to get here, and we will move on from there. All right, we are up at Caffeine and Octane. We got here late, but I got this guy with me. And excuse me, goodness, the holy smoker's throat. That's not like I used to be a smoker. Anyway, we are at Cars and Coffee, aka Caffeine and Octane, and we're extremely late to the game. But me and Case are gonna go look around and.
I'm telling you, Jordan, you gotta lay off the cigarettes.
I know.
Stop with the cigarettes.
No more 6 packs a day.
all this, yeah. We're gonna go look around, and Jason's got a short lens with him. We're gonna try to get some cool pictures of some of the cars. And there's a Beetle. Nice. Anyway, ADHD is just on freaking fire this morning. We're gonna try to get some cool pictures of some of the cars here. Obviously, I'm gonna mostly cover the VW stuff, but if you want to see other automotive pictures, go check out Ignite Media on Instagram. But we're gonna get walking and see what we can find. Super nice Beetle on the other side of this Audi. Don't see super clean old bugs anymore. It's mint. Look at that. Had a soft spot for 944s my entire life. A lot of you guys might remember that video from years ago where I did a video on one. Got a, it looks like a 718 GT4. Cason's trying to do some magic with it. Always love these things. It's next on my list of Porsches I want to drive.
Let me look at some photos that I saved on Instagram for some look at that.
This, I think one of these is next on my list of Porsches I want to drive. Now that I've driven the 3RS, I want to drive one of these. I'm sure some of you guys might know what this sticker on the side means. You might be able to see. It says Susio R8, meaning this thing makes a metric ton of power. But I love just the whole spec on this, the orange and everything. Try to make sure I don't get in Cason's way. Got a drag pack on the rear. You'll have seen this car before on the channel before, but bagged red R32. So this being a VW group channel, I hardly ever cover Lamborghini, but we've got a handful of them part together. This one, I believe, is an STO, but I can't tell for sure, but the forged carbon is gorgeous. It is, it's a Huracan Evo. It's gorgeous. Have another Huracan and an R8. I believe another R8 on the other side of it. Good showing today. So we got a boosted Mark IV R32. See the intercooler. I'd get down with this. I really want one of these one day. Maybe we'll see. Alright, so we were walking back to my car. Got this gorgeous all black Mark 8 here. It's always good to see other VWs come down through here. It's been a pretty heavy presence on them today, which has made me happy, to say the least. There was a Mark 6, I wish I had filmed it. We just walked past it with APR stuff. A little rival to Cason's TVS build here soon.
Huh?
It's like Mark 6 with a bunch of APR stuff on it.
Oh, yeah.
So we're gonna wrap this one up here. We're gonna go find something to eat, and we will see you guys next time. Have a good day.
He used to call me DM. I stood for deadly nightshade, 'cause I was filled with